Why wouldn't you leave when you had chances to?
Well, because first of all, I never had a real chance to leave because they always were saying, you're free to leave. But a couple of times I did get up and tried to leave, and I find out that it's not something that they were saying on the tape recorder.
Why didn't you call the police?
Well, first of all, I did commit a crime and I did steal something, so I didn't want to get police involved. And second, they were accusing me of a lot of stuff that I haven't stolen. So then they said, we don't want to accuse you of something that you didn't steal. So next day, we're going to bring all the papers that you stole. You go through them and see what did you steal and what you didn't. And in reality, I didn't steal a lot of stuff. I just stole a list of all suppressive people all over the world, and list of all Scientologists in good standing. And I also took and downloaded list of people who owed money to the church, list of freeloaders who, let's say, were a Silk member and now they owe money to the church. And I also took some knowledge reports and things that should not be reports. I also took, I took a lot of stuff, I do admit it, but I would never take something like confidential, like pieces folder, or like some really confidential data, and I didn't want to be accused of it. So I just kind of had to put in the files like what I took, what I didn't take, what I did with that, if I download this one, or if I just kind of printed this one. So I had to go and find out what exactly were accusing me of. And I gave them a list of the documents that I really took, and because they went to my senior's computer, they went to all people that I ever worked with computer, and they saw what I took from their account, and I downloaded on my own account, because from my own account I either saved it in my flash drive or printed it, and they had that the whole history of me going through other people's computers.
And you did this all by yourself?
Yes, I did it all by myself. Nobody was telling me take this, don't take this. I was kind of had to trust my gut's feeling to see what to take and what not. As I said, most of people were telling me not to do it because they were telling me that it's a crime to do it, and I haven't took their advice. And
so how did you know what to take?
Well, I've been in Scientology since I was 15 years old, so I'm pretty much familiar with lots of stuff, and plus I've been in Sea Org before at Flag, so I don't need somebody to tell me, what documents are important and what's are not. Right now, at this time, I don't have any documents that belong to the church. Don't have anything at all. And I really don't know who have them. I have no idea, because if they've been passed around, then it's out of my control. If they haven't been passed around, if people destroyed them, it's also, I don't have any control over it.
What have you learned from this experience?
What have I learned from this experience? Well, I learned when you buy a bag like this, it's a good spy bag, but nobody actually seen it as out point. And they let me walk around with a bag like this, that I could videotape whatever I can. And of course, I learned that in Sea Org, these days people, really lots of people, they don't do real Scientology. They're all about money, and they keep saying over and over that their materials will be only released when all freeloaders will pay them all money that they owe. And I really didn't like the conditions that Sea Org members live in, because the way they live is one small bathroom, one for boys, one for girls, one in toilet in the bathroom, 2 showers. And let's say people, when they're in the BF, they have to stay in the line for hours and hours and hours just to get in. And if David Miscavige has so much money, how come he doesn't spend money on some upstart working people, like really hard working people who really deserve better place to stay? How come he using like money that public donating to him to buy all these empty buildings? And I mean, I've really seen it all for myself, you know, how staff members live, and it's just terrible. And also, I had a video where this captain saying that, you know, like kind of saying, take all the person's money and never believe public. He doesn't have any money. Take all the money and take him in session to handle all upsets. And when he will be all offended, he won't even care that you took all his money. So it's proof that it's all about money these days, you know. Well, that's about all I was trying to say. Thanks.